Hello all and welcome back. So in this video, let's continue our discussion and solve the question return permutations of a string. Now in the last video, we already solved how we can print the same, but now instead of printing, we have to return them as a list. So let's get started. Now we have already seen what permutations are, and for ABC, I know that my permutations are going to be 6, which are ABC, ACB, BCA, BAC, and CAB, CBA, right? While we are printing, of course, we have to maintain an answer, maintain things which we have taken and send that across recursion. But when we have to return them as a list, of course, the approach is going to be different. So let's now went back to our basics and understand how we used to solve the problem. So see everyone, if we have ABC, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take A and ask my recursion to work for BC. Okay, so let us write according to the framework. The very first step used to be the base case. Now base case, I know till now we are having a lots of practice in this. If S is equals to an empty string, then we can just return inside a list this empty string, right? Second is, I will just ask my recursion that, hey, give me all the answers of whatever list I'm giving you, right? Whatever list I'm giving you. So while making the recursive call, I will just ask my recursion to give me small answer or small permutation, small string permutation, where I will just ask to return for S from 1 to n, right? So I'm going to pass BC and say that, hey, A I'm going to take care of, you just give me all the permutations of BC. Now I have to, of course, assume you don't have to question this step, repeated it lots of time, and your small answer, you have to see that it's going to be BC and CA. Okay, sorry, CB. Now your whole aim is, using this, can you now actually create your permutations? I think yes, you can. Okay, how you can do that? If you actually understood the last question and last video, please make sure that you see that properly. This problem is not just broken down into this. So you have A with you and you have BC, you have A with you and you have CB. So all you have to do, you have these three positions and you have to make sure that for each and every of the small answer, you are able to add the character on which you are working to these positions, right? So I hope that is clear, everyone. So one of the permutation is going to be A, B, C, then it's going to be B, A, C, and then it's going to be B, C, A. It's 1, 2, and 3. So we are adding on 1, 2, 3. Similarly here, A, C, B, C, A, B, and C, B, A. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One thing to note here, of course, you can always just send the first half, which is AB, and then work on it. Then your answer is going to be the way we got it the last time. But if you would have done enough practice all the questions, then this approach should also be clear to you. So what I'm trying to say is that you can also do something like this, wherein for ABC, you are saying that, hey, I'm sending you AB and I will work on C. So the approach is going to be exactly the same. Okay. So let us now solve this, everyone. The code is going to be a lot easy if you understood this particular thing. So def return permutations. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I think I will have to name this file again. 1 minute. It's not a Python file. I forgot to add the .py. We'll make it Python. Nice. So def permutations, I will be getting a string S1 and I will have to just make sure that I return all the strings, right? So answer can be in this return permutations and let's say I'm passing ABC. So again, this will work for each and every of the string, just ABC I'm using. So because we have been doing everything using the same thing, right? Substring, subsequences, now permutations. Great. So now let us do this, everyone. The very first is the base case. I know that if my S1 is empty, then I can return this only because this is going to be the permutation. So this is the base case. Okay. Now next is recursive call. So my small answer, or let me take permutations of small string, it's going to be return permutations, and I just want to pass this thing. At this step you don't have to question, but you actually have got something like this. So for our case ABC, you would have gotten BC and CB. Okay. Now next, you just have to assume that okay, this is the answer which you have, and write the code at your end, right? You have to write the code at your end. Now once this is the answer, what exactly I have to do? Let me take an answer, okay, or let me take all permutations. So see, for each permutation in this particular answer, so I'm taking the each and every permutation. So first I'm going to take BC. Then what I have to do is very similar to something which we did in the last class, right? In the last video, where I have this particular string with me. I have to find these three locations and add my current character. So let me just have this current character as well. I'm making these names a lot more readable so that while you are revising, you are able to quickly grasp them. Okay, so not using any single character name or something. I'm using these names so that you are able to grasp them quickly. So we'll recommend that whenever you are writing any code or solving any question, please try to use as intuitive name as possible so that you are able to quickly revise them. What all I have to do, everyone, is that for position in range 0 to length of each permutation plus 1. So it's very similar code, very similar code. All I have to now do is, in all my permutations, I have to just append my each permutation, like this position, each permutation, so 0 till I plus my current char plus each permutation I till end, right? And sorry, not I, my bad, we have to use position, so force of habit of using I in the loop. And I think if you've done this properly and you return your permutation, all permutation, your code is done. Let us try to run it. Let me print the answer here. One second. Yeah, so you are able to see all your permutations, right? Now how this code would have run, let me just help you do a quick workaround for this as well, how this code would have run. So yeah, we would have first called for ABC. ABC would have called for BC. BC would have called for C. And C would have called for empty string. Now again, this is not something which you have to do while writing your code. If you end up doing that, hopefully in your Google interview or Disney interview, you will keep on solving this question. That's not something which I want. I want you to make sure that you are all caught up on your basics and solve it quickly. This is going to return you an empty list. Okay. When this returns an empty list, you will get in permutation of small string an empty list. Only a single permutation will be there and just one position will be there. So you will append into this list. See, pay attention. I'm making sure that I'm appending all of these in my all permutations, right? So I'm making a new one and I'm just appending everything here, right? Because this time I have to take everything. So I will have to create my whole answer instead of just extending or taking the answer which I've got, because this is not an answer, right? This is not an answer. So this time you're going to return just C. Now for the C, of course, you have two positions where B can be added. Based on the same logic, this B is going to get added. It will just have this C here. Okay. This loop for each permutation in permutations, it will gonna run one time, but here this time we have two positions. Okay, so I'm gonna add two permutations, and I have BC and CA. Now this is the same thing. This is where you have to start, so you don't have to actually worry on any of these things. This is from where you have to assume and then write your code. And I hope you understand this, right? This I have already explained that how in this BC we have three positions. So this will contribute to three permutations, and this CA, this also has three permutation, again contributing to, this has three position, again contributing to 3 permutations, and we would have finally got our answers. If you will see, this is going to be the exact order as well: ABC, BAC, BCA, ABC, BAC, BCA. Then I think I've written A here, my bad. It will be B. So then it should be ACB, CAB, and CBA. So ACB, CAB, and CBA. Okay. So cool then, everyone. I hope this was clear. Again, this is a very difficult question. Honestly, it is not an easy question, but using the concept of recursion which we have built up over the last few modules, this question will actually be easily doable by you all. And yeah, these are the types of question which are combining all the different looping understanding, string understanding, recursion understanding, okay, into one single code, and then asking you to do it. That's why it is asking in lots of product-based companies, and these are the type of question which you can expect in any tier 1 companies. Okay, so cool everyone. Let's meet in the next video. I hope this was clear. Please make sure that you dry run this once on Python tutor as well, and try to make this tree at your end. Okay, thank you.